What's up, you guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel. This time I'm here with my sister Angel. Say hey.
Hello.
Alright, now this time we're going to be doing 2-sentence horror story. Now, y'all know what 2-sentence horror story is, but for some reason one of y'all don't. Well, if y'all knew, whatever. Well, 2-sentence horror story is just like horror stories, but just in 2 sentences. Now, First we're gonna do it first off. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This one is called First Contest Winner. That was an intense game of football, dude. Mark drawled his semi-sober state. I nodded enthusiastically before I froze in horror. Mark had said those very words in that very voice when he died playing the game 2 years ago. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Why you look like that?
I don't know. It just got me, bruh.
Okay, that's one out
Got
of 3.
me.
Alright, this is the second contest winner. They have like a 1 out of 3 so this the part 2, I guess. The security guard watched all the screens go blank before they began displaying the same footage of some creature slowly opening a door. He looks back behind him to see the doctor creaking open. I made you look. Okay.
See, y'all, that's why I don't like her.
She'll be fine. Alright, this is the third one of it. The girl told her daddy there was something in the closet, so he walked to it and opened it. He saw his little girl inside crying, telling him there was something in her bed. Isn't that kind of like with the boy? With the boy saying like, "Daddy, there's somebody on my bed." But I guess whatever. All right. Okay. This one is called Behind You. As James looked at his reflection in the mirror, he noticed that there was a person. There's something behind him.
You got me bent.
Shut
got
up.
me bent.
He turned around, and before he noticed there wasn't there, he reached out of the mirror and pulled him in. Oh!
Dang. Bent. I will.
This one is short. This one is called Picture. There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. I hate stuff like that. That's
I hope you lock your doors.
No. Okay. Alright. This one is Gone Away. I looked out my window. The stars had gone away. Okay. The stars have gone away. Contest number 2. I had such good entries last time, and I definitely think some deserve another chance, so I am happy. Oh, never mind. My bad, y'all. Okay. This one is called Meal. She couldn't even remember last time she had been fed so well. If only her meal would stop screaming.
Well.
Okay.
How's your day?
This one is called Mom. A girl heard her mom yell her name from downstairs, so she got up and started to head down. As she got to the stairs, her mom pulled her into a room and said, "I heard that too." Nope. Okay, walk again. The tomb is cold and quiet, with nothing to distract me from my digging. Before much longer, I will have broken through the surface, and after all these centuries, I will walk the earth again.
Well,
I ain't sleeping tonight. Crows. I can hear the crows squawking from the nearby trees. From the sounds of it, there must be 24 or more. As I lie here, steak spreading eagle on a cold ground, my only hope is that I manage to die of thirst before they wake up the courage to start going for my eyes. Starting going after my eyes. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. That's not a good picture. Not a good picture. Messa. Messa Jar Jar Binks. Messa your humble servant. Okay. Serial killer number 2. The serial killer was known for giving flowers to the victims outside of their homes before he snuck into their homes and skinned them alive. She walked into her house with flowers a stranger had given, glad that she could sleep safe tonight, before she realized, damn!
That don't work for me, guys.
Fuck you. Oh, okay. From underneath. You move, you die. The voice from underneath my bed tells me. I try to stay still, but can't help flinching when my bedroom door slams shut. Oh!
Dog!
That is
Dog!
wrong!
Dog!
If you hear somebody on your
You
bed
chap!
if you hear somebody on your bed saying you move, you die, and then, but you can't help it though, cause like you hear the door slamming and you move, oh that's cold. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Gets to pretending sleeping the entire time.
Alright, enough of the 2-sentence horror story. Let's do a Japanese horror legend.
Bye. Enough for me.
Come back.
See you later.
She hates it. Come back. Just set your ass down.
Got me bent.
You gonna read it. Show here. Okay, Japanese urban legend. Let's read. Oh, we already heard of Kuchisake Onna. If y'all never heard of it, look it up. I mean, I don't know if y'all still want me to read it. Forgive me, but I'm skipping it. No mask. Traditionally used in theater, no masks are considered to be supernatural. There are many different types of no mask. Many are equally unsettling to look at. Most no mask represents both a smiley face and a sad face when you look at it from different angles. If you tilt upwards while wearing the mask, it will have a smiling expression. If the mask is tilted downwards, it will seem sad and depressed. These usually expensive masks used to be kept primarily by wealthy people and weren't that commonly spread. Some of the famous no masks in Japan include Kitsune, the fox mask, Oni, the devil mask, and Onna, female key mask. Legend has it that when worn, the mask begins to absorb the negative emotions of the wearer. The mask feed off negative energy such as anger, hostility, and jealousy. Therefore, if the owner constantly has these negative emotions, the mask will use this energy to come to life. The mask then starts to persuade the owner to continue to wear it, softly whispering to them that it will help them fulfill their greatest wishes. Once on the face, the mask sucks the owner's life until the body begins to rot. When the owner has passed away, the mask will continue to use the dead body while it searches for a new victim. After that, the mask will strip the body of its previous victim unto the new owner. In other words, the no mask becomes a pile of decomposing bodies with a persuasive mask on top. The more you think about it, the more disturbing it becomes. But even with this urban legend, many people still love Japanese no mask. There are even ceremonies that include every individual wearing a no mask. The reason this urban legend started is probably since the old ones look 10 times creepier than the modern ones we use today. And Japanese folklore always consists of evil spirits and mythical ideas. Trust me, if you look up a kitsune mask now, it looks pretty cool. But if you look up the extremely old ones, it looks like a terrifying cat monster. I personally love kitsune mask and might even buy one soon myself. So hopefully this legend isn't real at all. And if it is, I'm still buying one anyways. Okay. This one is called Beke Nico. Get into character. This urban legend is about a cute little cat, or at least that's what it is at first. A demon cat, or a Beke Nico, is a spiritual creature featured in much of Japanese folklore. It is an ordinary cat that was transformed into a yokai. It is said that when a cat lives to an old age, it slowly begins to develop supernatural powers and becomes a Beke Nico. As their powers increase, they get larger and can grow about the size of a full-grown human. That shit's scary. The name it got, Beke Nico, means monster cat or transforming cat. This is due to the superstition that these demonic cats can shapeshift and take the form of a human. Along with this ability, it is said to be able to walk on two legs and have enormous arms that reach through doorways. It can also steal the identities of humans. How does it do this? By devouring the human and then shapeshifting to their victim afterwards. This leads many people to believe that you can be living among these monster felines without even knowing it. It is also believed that an owner can have a Beke Nico without even knowing, since they can look identical to normal house cats. This can cause the owner to be in great danger because Beke Nikos can easily eat their own and shapeshift into them, taking their identity. It is not said that all cats can become Beke Nikos, and only certain cats do. Many of them can get their powers from curses or magic, but a natural Beke Nico is said to come from a cat living over 13 years, weighing over 8 pounds, and licking up large quantities lamp oil. The lamp oil is because people back then used to believe that you could tell if a cat was a Beke Nico if it licked oil from an oriental lamp. However, the cats at the time probably were attracted to the fish and sardine oil, which caused them to licking it every now and then. There's a famous story about a Beke Nico called the Devil Cat of Nabeshima. It goes like this. Another story. Well, a story within a story. One night, a prince was walking in the palace gardens with his favorite geisha, a beautiful girl named Otoyo. They chatted that time away and admired the blooming flowers around them. Little did they know, a shadowy creature was watching them while they walked. It was a notorious Beke Nico, spying on the pair with crafty eyes. When the prince and geisha parted, the prince went into his bedroom while the geisha walked to her apartment. The Beke Nico secretly followed the geisha home and waited until she was asleep. As soon as she drifted into a deep sleep, the cat slipped into the room and pounced on her. It strangled the poor girl to death and dragged her body to the palace gardens. Afterwards, it dug her a shallow grave under the flower beds and buried her corpse. After shoveling the final pile of dirt onto the grave, the cat shapeshifted into the geisha, remembering how Otoyo talked to the prince when it spied on them. It mimicked her speech to fool everyone, including the prince himself. It would act just like her and even went on walks with the prince. However, when nighttime would come, it would sneak into the prince's room and drink his blood. Soon enough, the prince started to complain about horrible dreams he was having. He then developed a mysterious illness, becoming weaker and paler each day. The doctors were shocked and had no clue what was wrong with him. Suspicious about the cause of this, guards were ordered to watch over the prince's room while he slept. At first, many of the guards would find themselves feeling extremely drowsy and would fall asleep just before the culprit slipped in. My bad, y'all. However, a young soldier heard of the strange events and volunteered to become a guard. He was determined to solve the mystery and stay up for the entire night. As midnight approached, he guarded around him, fall asleep, and he started to nod off as well. Desperate to solve the case, he took out his dagger and stabbed himself in the thigh to keep himself awake. Whenever he felt drowsy, he would twist the dagger to increase the pain and stay awake. Okay!
You got a knife?
Finally, the soldiers saw something odd. The sliding doors of the prince's rooms parted, and the cat disguised as a beautiful geisha silently crept inside. Before it could reach the prince's bedside, it noticed a soldier staring at it, holding up a knife. The geisha quickly left and closed the doors behind it. For the next 3 nights, the dutiful soldier watched over the prince and stabbed himself to stay awake. The prince's health got much better over the days. But whenever the soldier told him about the geisha, the prince refused to think she was the culprit. He told the soldier he would never question the loyalty of his wonderful girlfriend. Fed up with the prince's denials, he made plans to get rid of the geisha himself. That very night, the soldier knocked on the geisha's apartment door. He told the geisha he had a message from the prince, and that it was extremely urgent. As soon as the geisha opened the door, however, the soldier suddenly threw his dagger towards it and tried to stab it. The geisha dodged his attack and transformed back into a monstrous Bakeneko. From there, it pounced on the soldier, hissing with fury and rage. Fortunately, the soldier was able to defend himself and escape into the mountains nearby. The next day, he told the prince about the count, and the prince was bewildered. Before he could say anything, the palace guard entered the room and gave horrible news. He found the body of real old Toyo under the flower beds. Grief-stricken, the prince ordered every guard to hunt for the Bakeneko that murdered his love. After a few days went by, it was finally killed by the soldier that originally discovered its evil secret. The main reason that many cats out there are seen as yokai, such as the Bakeneko, may have to do with the appearance that they have. Similar to the snakes and foxes, their elusive habits cause people to see them as mysterious and possibly even supernatural. An example of how they seem off is how their irises change shape, and they can be extremely quiet at sometimes. Also, they have been seen licking blood or nocturnal and have sharp claws and fangs. This gives the impression that they have dark abilities, which is most likely why Japanese people, while writing folklore and legends, could not help but think of a sly and crafty cat as one. Either way, this is definitely an interesting one. They're mentioned quite frequently in certain Japanese folklore and legends, especially anything involving felines. Maybe you cat lovers out there will enjoy this one, unless you think you own a Bakeneko yourself, that is. Okay. Well, that's all for today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Find me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. I'll put the description down below. And let me know if y'all want me to do anything else, like, anything scary. So, as of now, see you later, my little nightmares. Peace.